It's last stand prep. All right, folks, picture this. You're downtown, the concrete jungle buzzing around you, and suddenly, bam, chaos hits. Could be a blackout, a flash flood, who knows? In the city, things can go sideways faster than a startled gazelle. That's why we're talking about the urban survival essential, the 24-hour bug-out bag. This ain't your wilderness pack. This is about navigating concrete canyons and outsmarting whatever the city throws at you. Stick with me, and I'll show you how to pack for 24 hours of urban mayhem, because in a crisis, preparation is your best weapon. First things first, we gotta talk H2O. You can go without food for a surprising amount of time, but water? That's a different story. Dehydration can sneak up on you like a pickpocket in a crowded market, leaving you feeling weak and disoriented when you need your wits about you. Now, I've sipped water from elephant tracks in the Kalahari, but I wouldn't trust a puddle in the city as far as I could throw it. That's why we're packing not just a reusable water bottle, something tough like a stainless steel one, but also a portable water filter. Think of it as your insurance policy against whatever's lurking in those pipes. This little fella right here, this is your new best friend. It's small enough to fit in your pocket, but it can turn even the grimiest puddle water into something you can actually drink. Believe me, when the taps run dry, you'll be thanking me for this one. And because we're talking about being extra prepared, we're also tossing in some water purification tablets. They're compact, lightweight, and they pack a punch when it comes to killing bacteria. Look, in a pinch, they could be the difference between a bad case of Giardia and a fighting chance. Remember, folks, water is life, especially in the urban jungle. Look, I've eaten things in the wild that would make a city slick or faint, but I'm telling you, even I know the value of good, calorie-dense food when you're on the move. In a 24-hour scenario, we're not talking about gourmet meals here. It's about efficiency, packing the most nutritional punch in the smallest space. Think energy bars, packed with protein and carbs to keep you going. Trail mix is another winner, a good mix of nuts, seeds, and dried fruit for a slow release of energy. And hey, who doesn't love a good dollop of peanut butter? It's basically survival food gold, packed with calories and protein. Just make sure you've got something to scoop it with, all right? This isn't about fancy flavors or gourmet ingredients. This is about survival. You need food that's going to give you sustained energy, keep you alert, and help you think straight when the pressure's on. Remember, your body is your most important tool in a crisis, so you gotta fuel it right. Shelter and warmth. Braving the concrete elements. You might think a city is all steel and glass, but let me tell you, when the weather turns nasty, you're gonna feel every degree of cold, every drop of rain. We're talking about basic shelter here, folks. An emergency blanket. One of those shiny, foil-like things. Takes up practically no space but can trap your body heat like it's nobody's business. Trust me, when the temperature drops, you'll be grateful for that little bit of warmth. And because rain in the city doesn't care if you have an umbrella or not, pack a lightweight poncho. It'll keep you dry, and if you need to, you can even rig it up as a makeshift shelter. Remember those survival skills we talked about? They come in handy even in the urban jungle. Now, I know what you're thinking. Socks? In a survival situation? But listen, a dry pair of socks can be a lifesaver. Wet feet mean blisters, and blisters mean slowed movement. And that's the last thing you want when you're trying to navigate a crisis. And a beanie? Don't underestimate the power of a good beanie. It'll keep your head warm and help you conserve body heat. Trust me, little things make a big difference when you're pushed to the limit. Safety and defense, staying vigilant in the urban jungle. Out here, we talk about predators with sharp teeth and claws, but in the city, the dangers are often hidden in plain sight. Now, I'm not saying you need to turn into a commando overnight, but you gotta be prepared. A flashlight, and not just any flashlight, but a small, powerful one is essential. It can help you navigate dark alleys, stairwells, or even those subway tunnels if the power goes out. Remember, darkness can be your enemy, but it can also be your cover if you know how to use it. And then there's the whistle. It might seem simple, almost childish, but a whistle can be your lifeline. If you're trapped, injured, or need to signal for help, a whistle can carry much farther than your voice. It's a small item with a big impact. Trust me on that. Now, let's talk self-defense. Out here, it's often about using what nature provides. But in the city, you have other options. A can of bear spray, legal, effective, and it sends a clear message to anyone who might have ill intentions. It's not about being aggressive. It's about having a way to deter a threat and give yourself a chance to escape. Remember, your safety is your responsibility. Tools and communication, staying connected when it matters most. In the wild, communication is often about signals and signs, but in the city, it's about technology. Your phone is your lifeline. It's how you call for help, navigate, and stay informed. Make sure it's fully charged, and if you can, pack a portable charger. A dead phone in an emergency is about as useful as a chocolate teapot, so don't let that happen to you. But what if your phone dies? What if the network's down? Well, that's where good old-fashioned pen and paper come in. I know, seems archaic, right? But a notepad and pen, they don't need batteries. They don't rely on signals. You can write down emergency contacts, directions, even leave messages for people if you get separated. It's a low-tech solution, but trust me, it saved my hide more times than I can count. Remember, communication is key in a crisis. It can bring help, it can provide vital information, and sometimes it can even provide a bit of hope when you need it most. So make sure you're prepared to connect, no matter what the situation throws at you. So there you have it, folks, your 24-hour urban survival kit. It's not about becoming Rambo. It's about being prepared, about having the tools and the knowledge to handle whatever the concrete jungle throws at you. Remember, in the city, emergencies can escalate quickly, but with a little bit of preparation, you can face them head-on and come out on top. This bag, this is your lifeline. It's small, it's efficient, and it's designed to keep you safe for a full 24 hours while you figure out your next move. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Be proactive, be prepared, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Now I'm curious, what would you pack in your urban bug-out bag? Let me know in the comments below, and if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell for more survival tips and prepping strategies. Remember, knowledge is power, and in a survival situation, knowledge can mean the difference between making it out and, well, stay prepared, my friends.